Omar Haddad is 38 years old, and his life looks exactly the way a life is supposed to look. A 3-bedroom house in Fremont, California, a steady job as a senior data analyst at a mid-sized tech firm in San Jose, a wife, Samira, who cooks well and prays her 5 prayers and has given him 3 children, Zaid, 8, and the girls, Lena and Noor, 6 and 4. On paper, Omar has everything. In the marrow of his bones, he feels nothing. This is the trap no one warns you about. Not poverty, not illness, numbness. He and Samira fight now in the flat. Arguments about the electric bill. Arguments about his mother calling too often. Arguments about nothing that is actually about everything. He sits across from her at dinner and feels the distance between them like a physical wall. She feels it too. He knows. Neither of them says it aloud.
You're not eating.
I'm not hungry.
You said that yesterday.
Then why are you asking again?
The children eat. Life continues. The hamster wheel turns. Then the new colleague arrives. Her name is Claire. She replaces Mark, who transfers to the Austin office, and on her first morning, she sets her coffee down next to Omar's workstation and nods at their manager's empty chair.
Does he always arrive 40 minutes after everyone else? Or is that a special Monday thing?
Omar looks up. He actually laughs for the first time in months.
Every day. He calls it strategic lateness.
Right. Good to know.
She is 34, married to a man she describes, later and carefully, as emotionally absent. She has bright eyes and the kind of restless energy that makes a bored man feel suddenly awake. She is not Muslim. She carries none of the weight that Omar has carried since childhood. Around her, he feels temporarily unburdened. This is Shaitan's first gift, the illusion of freedom. Their friendship builds in the slow, deniable way these things always build. First, it is lunch in the cafeteria, then longer lunches, off-site. Then one afternoon, working late on a deadline, she leans back in her chair and says,
I feel like we've been here for 12 hours.
8. Only 8.
Do you want to get a drink? Just one.
He hesitates for exactly 2 seconds.
I'll just get a Coke.
Alrighty then.
Omar tells himself at every single step that he is doing nothing wrong. He is having a conversation, he is being friendly, he is a professional, he is in control. He is not in control. He has not been in control since the 2nd week. One evening at the bar, she looks at him over her glass and says,
Can I ask you something personal?
Depends.
Are you happy? At home, I mean. Me neither. My husband and I haven't really talked in about a year.
I'm sorry.
By the time the affair begins, Omar has already committed it 100 times in his imagination. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, warned of this, that the eyes commit zina, the tongue commits zina, the hands commit zina, and the private parts either confirm or deny. Omar's private parts confirm it on a Tuesday evening in Claire's apartment in Santa Clara, while Samira puts Lena and Noor to bed alone, and Zaid waits for a father who is not coming home on time. And here is the first thing no one tells you about zina. The guilt does not come after. It comes during. It is woven into the act itself, inseparable from it, like a shadow you cannot shake. Omar drives home that night, and the guilt sits in the passenger seat. He kisses his children, and the guilt is in the kiss. He lies next to Samira and stares at the ceiling, and the guilt is in the dark. He thinks he will feel relief in the morning. He does not. The relief never comes. But here is the second thing no one tells you. Guilt is not enough to make you stop. Because now Claire is not just a temptation, she is a secret. And secrets have gravity. They pull you back. 3 months in, Omar tries to end it. He performs ghusl. He prays 2 rakas with genuine tears. The next day, at lunch, he speaks quietly.
Claire, we need to stop.
What do you mean?
I mean this. All of it. I can't keep doing this to my family.
Your family.
I have 3 children. I have a wife. This was wrong. I was wrong.
Okay.
He believes her. The texts begin the following week, gentle at first.
I miss you. Can we talk? Just once more, please.
Then, when he stops replying, urgent.
Omar, I know you're reading these. Don't do this.
Then frightening.
You don't just get to walk away. You don't get to decide this alone. Alone.
She shows up at the office early. One morning, she steps into the elevator just as the doors are closing and says,
We should talk.
There's nothing to talk about.
I disagree.
Claire,
Don't say my name like that, like I'm a problem you're managing.
One Friday morning, Samira receives a message. It contains photographs. Omar is in the kitchen when she comes downstairs. He sees her face and he knows.
Who is she?
Samira.
Who is she, Omar?
She's a colleague. It's serious. It's over. I ended it.
You ended it.
Yes. Months ago. She's not stable. She sent those to her.
How long? How long, Omar?
3 months.
You took off your ring. You lied to my face every night.
I gave you everything. This house, this life. I break my back every single day so you and the girls don't have to worry.
Do not use my daughters to justify your filth.
It was a mistake. One meaningless, stupid mistake.
That is not a mistake, Omar. That is a second life.
It meant nothing. I swear to God, she meant absolutely nothing to me.
Get out of my kitchen.
He goes to a hotel in Milpitas that night and sits on the edge of the bed and looks at the wall. The weeks that follow are a masterclass in consequence. HR opens an investigation after Claire files a harassment complaint, a grotesque inversion that stuns him speechless. The complaint is eventually dismissed, but the damage to his reputation is not. His manager, David, calls him into the office.
I'm going to be straight with you, Omar. I don't know everything that happened, but the atmosphere on the team has changed, and that's a problem.
I understand. We're moving you to the infrastructure audit project. Omar looks up. That's a dead-end project. It's what we have right now. I'm sorry. Then his body begins to speak. He notices it first as fatigue, the kind that sleep does not fix, night sweats, a rash that appears on his torso and does not leave. He tells himself it is stress. He tells himself it is the disruption of his routine. He tells himself everything except the thing that, in the hollow of his chest, he already knows. The clinic in Sunnyvale is clean and unremarkable. The counselor who delivers the result is kind. Omar sits in the chair across from her and hears the word HIV positive. And the room does not spin the way he thought it would. It simply becomes very quiet, as if the world has taken one slow step back and left him entirely alone in the center of it. Omar Haddad is 38 years old. He has no home, no marriage, a job that is ending in slow motion, children who are growing up in a house that no longer contains their father, and a body carrying a virus that will be with him the rest of his life. He opens the Quran app on his phone. His hands are shaking. He finds Surah Az-Zuma, verse 53. He reads it, and then he reads it again. He does not know yet if he will find his way back, but he knows, with a certainty that has replaced everything else.
Xena does not announce itself as destruction. It arrives dressed as relief. It leaves as ruin. And the tragedy is that it was never worth it. Not one single moment of it.